hope they know a certain song. Well, we actually did. It was one we took out of the set, but we put it back in just for her. So we're going to go old school on you. The next couple of things, please sing along if you can. Some of these are going to be some you know. Some of them are going to take you all the way back to the radio days of early Christian music. Before I started listening, I was a baby.
Whatever.
I'm only human. I'm just a woman. Help me to believe in what I could be and all that I am. Show me the stairway that I have to climb. Lord, for my sake, help me to take one day at a time. Please sing with us. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking from you. Just give me the strength to do every day what I have to do. Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. Lord, help me today, show me the way, one day at a time. Do you remember when you walked among men? Well, Jesus, you know if you're looking below, it's worse now than then. Pushing and shoving, that in my mind. So for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking from you. Just give me the strength to do every day what I have to do. Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. Lord, help me today, show me the way, one day at a time. So, Lord, for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. We're going to get a little fast, a little crazy, and a little down-home gospel on you. Ready? That's what you said. Last time we did it, you said D.
Well, I changed my mind.
I love him anyway. I'll find the way.
It's a preacher's prerogative to change his mind.
And it's your wife's prerogative not to cook the chicken.
Right.
There you go.
All right. Well, there we go. That's the word for today.
I'm listening to a radio station where everybody hooks up everything. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. If you wanna feel those good vibrations, go ahead, go can bring. Turn your radio on.
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 Turn your radio on
and listen to
Music in the air.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on and glory say. Let some know and listen to the Master's radio.
Touch with
Touch
God.
with God.
Radio on. Don't you know that everybody in the radio receiver all you gotta do is for their buzz.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on.
It's the radio we believe in, and all the truth that'll never fail. Touch with God.
Touch with God.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on and listen to the music
In the
in touch with God.
touch with God.
Turn the radio on.
Some glad morning when we fly across your head and fly away. On love and on God's celestial shore, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away.
In the morning,
When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Well, just a few more weary days and days, I'll fly away. To a land where joy shall never end, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away.
in the morning,
When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that'll be. When we all see Jesus, we sing and shout victory. Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior, forever. He saw me and he bought me with his redeeming blood. He loved me and I knew him, and all my blood is to him. He saw me to victory, in God and sing one more time, and I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away.
in the morning,
When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly
get in touch with God. Turn the radio. I'm all choked up over that one.
All right. I think I need a spray.
Better?
All right. Yeah. We're good.
We're good. Okay. We're good, and guess what? You're up.
I'm up.
You're up.
I thought I was up now.
No, you're just standing up now.
Oh, I'm going over.
But now he's going upstanding for Christ. How's that?
Switch instruments temporarily or permanently, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, here's your instrument of the moment.
No, that's not his.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I forgot the order of things we were doing. My goodness.
What
Well, I'm
else
just
is
going to
new?
do something real quick here. See, I even forgot what I was supposed to be doing. I got so choked up with that last one. Let's see if this will do our trick for right now. There's a method to this madness.
He's mad. It's okay.
So we'll get ready, and then I'll tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing. You didn't think you could have high church out here, did you? We go every direction. Who knows the name of that hymn?
Mighty Fortress.
Who knows who wrote it?
John Wesley.
No,
Charles
not
Wesley.
John
Charles.
Wesley.
Charles.
Not Charles Wesley either. Martin Luther, not to be confused with Martin Luther King Jr., although that's where he got his name. Now, why did I do that particular hymn that way right now? Besides the fact that I'm crazy. Anybody know? I'll tell you, there's a holiday coming up that not too many people celebrate this month, and it's not Halloween, and it's not Harvest Day, but it is Reformation Day. How many ever heard of Reformation Day? Okay. Well, we're going to give you a little education here today, because I believe part of a job of being a pastor is also being a teacher, and I like to do that, and I like to teach history, because I think if you don't learn from your history, you're doomed to repeat it. So back in the 1500s, there was basically only one church, and they kind of controlled everything, and they were both political and religious. And there was a monk, not to be confused with a monkey. He was a monk, and his name was Martin Luther, and he was German. By the way, the German name of that song is Ein feste Burg ins unser Gott, means a mighty fortress is our God. And he got that actually from Psalm 146, where it talks about God being a strong fortress. And so he got that name for that hymn there. Well, the story of Martin Luther is that he was trying so hard, like so many of you, and there's been testimony today already, so many people trying to earn God's favor by doing good things, or by trying to be good, or by trying to do the right thing. And Luther did that. He joined a monastery, and he did all the stuff that he was supposed to do. In fact, he went over the top. So his people over him said, man, you're going a little extreme with this. But anyway, Luther never felt that peace with God. And one day, Luther was poring over the scriptures, and he came to a passage in Romans, and this isn't the same passage that Pastor Willie shared, but it's a little bit different. It's in Romans 1. And I'm going to read the first verse because someone already alluded to it, and then I'm going to go on to the verse that touched Martin Luther's heart. Romans 1:16 says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel, for it is the power of God for salvation to everyone who believes, to the Jew first and also to the Greek." And this is the verse that touched Martin Luther's heart. He said, "For it is in the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the righteous shall live by faith." And Martin Luther was so touched with that verse, he even wrote a little note in his margin of the Bible, and he said, "By faith alone." Because so many people back then were struggling to earn God's favor by doing certain things. And he discovered that we earn God's favor through faith and trust in Christ. Well, that led to what's called the Protestant Reformation. And if you're part of a Protestant church, whether it's Baptist or whether it's Lutheran or whether it's Presbyterian, or we had a little girl in our confirmation class get confused and call it Presbyterian, so that's...
Yeah, it was a big secret.
Yeah, it was a big secret.
Presbyterian.
But anyway, or whether you're Methodist or whether you're something else, you come out of that Protestant Reformation heritage. So I'm going to tell you a little bit what developed out of that. What developed